Evans.
And I'm Tegan Binns.
And welcome to the Boom Tunes podcast. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the last episode of the first series of Boop Tunes.
No. As if it's been like over a year already. Has it been?
I mean, no.
No.
We started in February.
Nearly a year.
10 months.
Wow.
Yeah. It's wild.
It is.
I've been like having to listen to our first couple episodes on repeat lately. I'd like to say we've come a long way, but I haven't heard the latest episodes, so I'll just have to, assume.
Just assume. I feel like we have. I feel like we've got like a good structure now, and well, I say that, but it's still a hot mess. We like to think we have a structure.
Exactly. Fake
It's all
it till you
fun.
make it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the Delulu in us both.
Exactly. We've definitely both like come into ourselves, like confidence-wise.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
we're on Radiohud now.
We are on Radiohud now.
Woo!
Starting today, as
Oh,
it comes out. Thursday's the 30th, isn't it?
it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. 5 o'clock tonight, which is exactly the same time this episode comes out. Don't listen to this, listen to Radiohud, and then come back. And then you'll hear this one next week.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah. Anyway, you wanted to talk about Download and Leeds Fest because they've announced their lineup.
Yes. So I know more about the download lineup than I do the fest lineup because I believe that was only released yesterday. I have seen it, but I just wanted to open a discussion about it. So download, I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence about it. So it's very much not as good as last year. I was supposed to go last year, but for whatever reason we decided we didn't want to go. However, this year I was promised that I could go to the next one. So I was looking forward to it anyway, and I don't know if it's in my mind because I know I'm going. I'm excited for it because I know the lineup is not nearly as good as last year, but also I listen to most of the bands, so I can't really complain about it. So I think the biggest problem people are finding is that you have the same headliners nearly every year for download. They recycle the same 3 headliners, and for years and years people have been complaining you need to change the headliners, and this year that is what they have done. I think all 3, I'm not sure if Avenged have headlined before, but at least 2 of them haven't headlined before, so they've done what we've asked them to do.
Yeah.
And people are still pissed off about it. Oops. The P word.
Oops.
Sorry, post edit, Vicky. Yeah, so the 3 headliners are Queens of the Stone Age, Fall Out Boy, and Avenged Sevenfold. So out of the 3, Queens I probably don't listen to as much. I've heard the lead singer's a bit of a bumhole. Again, I don't know much about them to make a judgment on them. I know the singles and the hits and stuff. Fall Out Boy I have seen before. I think I've seen them twice, once at their own and one supporting Green Day at, I think that was Huddersfield.
Yeah.
And they're really, I mean, as OG emos, we can't deny that Fall Out Boy are a good band. I feel like I forget about them quite easy.
They are.
I don't give them enough credit for being as much of a staple as my childhood as they were. I mainly go like, oh, not Fall Out Boy. Jesus Christ, this is a hot mess already. Like My Chem, Pierce the Veil, Green Day. I tend to forget about them. They always fall on the sidelines, but they did play a big part in the big grouping of emo bands that we listened to as children.
They're part of the
Um,
whole Trinity.
yes,
Excuse me.
yeah, they
Lost
are.
my voice a bit.
So both gigs I've seen them at were really good. I mean, I know the Mega Hella tour wasn't Hella Mega, not Mega Hella.
I always call it Hello Mega.
Yeah, you can tell it's early in the morning. We usually do this a bit later. um, I know it weren't that sort of Green Day was headlining and Weezer and Fob were supporting. They were all the headliners,
Yeah,
but it could have easily have been switched the other way around. Fall Out Boy could have been the main, and then Green Day supporting them. It's just I don't know. The set lists are always hit bangers, absolute bangers, fire set lists. The pyros they have, the staging, it's all very well balanced.
yeah,
Um, so I'm excited to see them. A lot of people are complaining, saying that they're not headliners. I get where they're coming from. I feel like, especially in terms of a festival, you'd feel like they'd be a little bit lower down, maybe in the mid bit, and not the small printy bit. But I'm excited to see what they do because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them to pull off something,
yeah,
considering it's the first time headlining. And then of course Avenged Sevenfold. I feel like they might have headlined before, but I'm not sure. Again, I used to listen to these all the time.
you did.
Really big fan. I really love Avenged Sevenfold. So I
They're
feel
good.
like out of the three headliners, Avenged is probably the one that you'd sort of expect to see there.
Yeah,
Um, because obviously Download is more of a metal heavier. I spoke to my boss about this actually because she goes and I was like excited to see what she thought about it, and she said exact same as me. She likes most of the bands. She agrees that it's not as good as last year, but it's very Leeds Fest. I feel
yeah.
like
Traditional Leeds Fest,
yeah,
not modern Leeds Fest either.
yeah, I feel like Leeds Fest has gone a completely other direction. Leeds Fest is now party in the park.
Yeah,
Pop, R&B, grime, whatever, and then it's more indie stuff. And then
yeah.
obviously Download's gone to more of the
Pop punk.
early Leeds Fest. It's so strange. And then your next ones you've got Royal Blood, Offspring, Machine Head. I don't actually know who they are, and obviously Pantera.
Mm.
Royal Blood I've seen before, and I don't know if it was the crowd that made it not as enjoyable, but we move forward. They're good. They're all right. They're
Yeah,
not. I don't know. I don't have anything bad to say about them.
a
So
Royal Blood them that threw the hissy fit.
yes, yeah,
No, like this is rock and roll, and
yes,
walked off.
yeah. That was them. That was them. I mean,
Embarrassing.
it is. It's very icky. Like, come on. Do you know what I mean? Even if like you're supporting a big band and people don't know who you are, you still put on a show. You've got to make a good impression, and that's gonna put people off you. I feel like it's not that they're boring. It's that there's very limited things that you can do when you're playing bass as an actual guitar. And I feel like most of the songs do sound very similar. They've found the sound, they're rolling with it, but that does mean that most of the songs sound very, very similar.
Careful, they'll come for you.
I hope not. But I do like them. I do enjoy the music. They don't put on a bad show. There's just nothing sort of sticks out that I can compliment them with.
They've not got
Um,
the X Factor.
yeah, exactly. Offspring, I'm excited about because, as we know, I went to Slam Dunk last year. This year,
Mm.
not last year. And
Did
we
you see them there?
chose. Sorry,
I was gonna say, did you see them there?
no, I didn't. We
Ah,
chose Shikari over Offspring because we were
oh,
like,
fair.
we were like, we've seen Shikari before, but we really love them, and they always put on a good show, and I'm glad we did, because we were really close, and we were just having the time of his lives. We got to end at day, we didn't care, we were really agitated about everything that had gone on, and we were like, you know what, we're just going to have a good time. Gonna have a good
You
time.
know, I've seen both The Offspring and Into Shikari,
Mm,
and I would prefer to see Into Shikari.
yeah, I mean, two of my bandmates, because I'm in a band, by the way. I don't know if anyone knew.
What's the band called, Tegan?
We don't have a name as of yet. Well, they do, but I don't like it, so I'm trying to get people to change it. But we've not got no social media at the minute. We are looking at booking a recording session and stuff, but watch this space. Watch this space, guys.
What's your Instagram for people to follow?
We don't have one yet.
I mean your personal one.
Oh, mine is Tegan B, I believe. Spelled IE, not EI.
E.
E.
B.
Um. So yeah. I spoke to them. What were we talking about? Oh yes, they. So the two guitarists actually went to Slammy as well. And they went to Offspring over Shikari because they know of Shikari, but one of them's not really into them. So they just thought this might be the last time we get to see
Yeah.
Offspring, because they're quite big fans and they really enjoyed it. So I probably will go see them if we end up going. Um, but I'm not. I don't know. It's weird. I like them, but I don't know many songs. I know the ones that were played on Kerrang. I know the ones that were played on the radio. So, yeah. Machine Head again. I don't know who they are. Pantera, I do, but again, I don't know many of the songs. I probably would see them if like there were no one else to see at the same time.
Isn't their
Um,
front man an N word though?
yes, I didn't know this. So when I was
Not
talking to
not
Harry,
not the racist N word,
not the
but
racist N word,
the
the
N word that
fascist.
goes for
Yeah.
yeah, the
Um,
fascist.
the fascist ones.
Not the racist N word.
Yeah, Harry told me about this. I had no idea. So big up Harry for the cameo and being the
Ooh.
source of my information. He said he no one knows if it was in jest. It was a video or something, and he was making remarks, and I don't know the ins and outs, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I feel like I'd have to do more research before I made a comment.
Fair enough.
But
Sorry,
they're
I'm
still
yawning.
quite big. I've heard a lot of people online say that they're really
Mm.
excited for them. So
I mean, I think a lot of people don't look into the lives of artists. I think they just
yeah,
casually listen.
especially the older ones as well, the older metally ones. I feel
Yeah.
like you've got an older fan base who grew up in a time where all artists were problematic. So you just
Yeah.
ignore it and get on. So the next few, um, Bad Omens. I'm gonna come back to that one in a minute.
Oh, you seem excited.
I am very excited. Corey Taylor, While She Sleeps, and Sum 41. So
Decent.
of course, Bad Omens. I'm a very big fan. I love them so much, and I am a little bit ashamed to say that I am a TikTok girly, and this is how I came across them. But I'm not a TikTok fan. I promise. I'm not one of those. I'm not going to have a sign that says Noah fall in love with me. I'm not like that.
Bet.
I mean, I personally, I think we've spoken about this before. There's nothing wrong about finding bands through TikTok. It's a very good outlet for selling stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how I came across Scene Queen, who is also playing at Download.
Shiz.
She is, but again, we'll get back to that because someone else is as well. That's very similar. So yeah, excited about Bad Omens. I'm seeing them next year again anyway. With Bring Me the Horizon. So I feel like as a newish, but I mean they've been a band for a while, but a band that's got big within a very short space of time. I feel like it's going to be a good thing to see the contrast between the support in Bring Me, but like a show
Mm.
versus a festival to see what's the difference, what else do they bring, or if there's any difference. So It's good. I'm surprised that it's just Corey Taylor and not Slipknot, because I can only name a few Corey Taylor songs, and the biggest one, the one that I always remember, is the Christmas song that he did,
I was just about to say.
which I really love that Christmas song. I need to make a Christmas playlist, and that's going to
Oh,
be on
I
it.
hate that
Maggie,
Christmas song.
please get off my computer. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, I.
Thanks, Maggie. Thanks for your input.
That was Maggie with the spots.
There you go. Jesus Christ.
What did she do? Why did it make that sound?
I don't know. There's 3 other sounds that it could have picked.
Oh no, she knows we're laughing at her.
That's how Maggie feels about Corey Taylor. Anyway. Oh no. Yeah, so I mean, I'll go see him. I'm very confused as to why it's not Slipknot or Stone Sour. But maybe we'll never know. Maybe he's focusing on his solo stuff. While She Sleeps, I've heard of before, but I don't think I've actually listened to them.
Oh, they're good.
Are they good? Okay.
Yeah, from Sheffield, aren't they?
Are they? Big up, chef.
Oh,
Big up, chef.
I'll do a quick Google. Sheffield.
Oh, that's good. I will go and support them.
Hi, good boys.
Good boys. Did
I
we
mean, we
speak
don't know
about
them,
them in the wholesome episode?
Oh, maybe. I've
Like
slept since then.
the eco-friendly. I don't know. I
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'll go see them.
Yeah.
Sum 41. So it's their final live festival.
I wanna
Yeah, because they're splitting up now, aren't they? But
go. I don't know.
they said they were giving it a year and still doing tours, but they're like the last run of tours. So I feel like that one's going to be big. I mean, again, I listened to Sum 41 in my youth, as if I'm not 23. In my youth, spelt
Back in the day.
YUFF.
Youth.
Youth. Harry's a big fan, so I feel like that's going to be a good one. That's going to be really big, with it being the last last festival. And the next for Billy Talent. I really like Billy Talent.
Yeah.
They played Slammy, but we didn't manage to see them, so I think that's going to be good.
So this works for you. You can just get all the ones you missed at Slammy.
Yeah, exactly. This is really good. The Used, I'm very surprised that they're as far down as they are. The Used are a very big band, and considering that Fall Out Boy are headlining and they're part of the Holy Emo Trinity,
yeah,
the Used should be further up there. That's my opinion.
I haven't seen the Used in the Emo Trinity.
Yeah.
No, it's Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco.
I feel like if you're a My Chem fan, you're a Used fan though. With the whole Bert and Gerard thing.
You think it's like one on like a busted McFly?
Maybe. I don't think it's like one or the other, like Oasis versus Blur.
I don't like the Used.
You don't?
No.
I'm very surprised.
I don't. They're not for me.
How come? I'm interested.
I just don't like how they sound.
That's fair. That's fair. They're not everyone's cup of tea. I do like them. I have listened to them before. We'll probably. I know there's a lot of trauma with a T. Trauma.
Traumatic drama.
There's a lot of drama between Gerard and him. I don't know if they still talk. I don't know.
Wasn't it like when Gerard was struggling with addiction, he were like enabling or something like that?
Yeah, I think they, from what I can gather, is they stopped talking when Gerard got sober.
Ah,
because Pretty Handsome Awkward is about him.
okay.
It's a diss
They are
track.
three words that would describe
Yeah,
Gerard Way.
yeah.
Pretty
So
handsome
I don't
and
know. I don't know all of the songs. I wouldn't say die hard, but I do listen to them. They are on playlists and such. So um, I probably would see them.
okay.
Baby Metal.
I didn't think they were still going.
Yeah, I think so the two younger dancers, one of them left. I don't
Right,
know if she's gone solo, so I don't know if they had like a hiatus or but I know that they definitely had a new girl come in to replace her. So there's definitely still three.
right.
Um I've seen clips of Ollie playing with them
Yeah.
in Japan. That's amazing. So cool. I do like Baby Metal. I I feel
I
like
thought they were like a lot younger than us. Like I could have
yeah,
sworn they were like 12 when we were like 15. And then
yeah.
I googled it and they're like the same age as us and I was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
yeah, they are. I think the lead is slightly older,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're literally the same age as us. It's insane.
I was like,
Um,
that's really weird. I could have sworn they'd be like just 18 now.
yeah, they do look very young, but I don't know if that's a cultural thing.
Maybe.
Um,
Maybe they've just got really good skincare.
yeah, share your skincare tips, queens. Slay. I'm really excited for him. I love Baby Metal. I feel like this is probably going to be one of the controversial ones because a lot of people in the sort of metal heavy communities don't like them. Um, don't know why. I don't know if it's just a misogynist thing that young women from a different culture are bringing sort of a fusion between metal and J-pop. I
I
don't know.
mean, is there any other metal woman that people just tend not to like for no reason?
I've heard
Mm.
a lot of hate about. I mean, I don't know if they'd be classed as metal, maybe new metal, but I've seen a lot of Amy Lee hate.
Really? I was on about
Mm,
Scene Queen.
yeah. Oh, Scene Queen. I've seen some Scene Queen hate recently.
Yeah,
There's been stuff going on the Twitter community.
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, the dead naming, the misgendering thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
but no, Amy Lee.
yeah, I don't know. The Seether thing because she was with the guy from Seether, weren't she? And then for what
I've no
I think
idea.
he was an alcoholic or something, and they decided to split. But yeah, I've seen a lot of hate because she got
Oh,
recently got Hall of Fame.
I thought she
Um,
was the exception.
yeah, I thought that too. I was really surprised because I thought like she basically paved the way for women in metal, as far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned. So seeing hate about us just not
that's wild.
it is, it's really crazy. Um Bowling for Soup, I'm surprised these are far up. So
Hmm.
these are on like the middle section before the small print. I'm really surprised because I mean not Fallout Boy. I keep saying Fallout Boy. I'm obsessed.
You are.
Um so I've seen Bowling for Soup quite a few times and I really like them. I think they're a really good band, but I
Yeah,
feel like they're not liked enough to be this far up.
yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I find it really strange. Usually on festivals and such, you find them quite further down. Like
Hmm.
we saw them at Leeds Fest, and they were in one of the really tiny tents, not
Oh,
like sort of like the mid headliner big stage.
but they're one of the like revolutionary pop punk bands.
Yeah, because I feel like they don't take themselves seriously. The pop punk with a funny twist. Like they just
Yeah,
don't care. The right music for them.
Jarrett, the singer of it, I absolutely adore.
Yes.
He seems so sweet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that thing where it's like, name three men you'd feel safe in a room with. I would feel safe in a room with him.
Absolutely. And he's so honest as well. Like, I know a lot of people slate him for putting quite a lot of weight on and like, they're like, how can you let yourself go like that? But you don't know what's going on in people's lives. They had a very big gap between sort of like
Yeah, I was
making
thinking that
music.
the other day. Didn't you go to like the farewell tour like 10 years ago?
Yes, yes, I did. 2014.
Shit!
I think they did the farewell tour, and then I don't even think it was a year, maybe a year and a half, and they came back to the UK. So good marketing, guys. I met the bassist before he left. I don't know if it was illness or he was just getting on a bit and his heart weren't in it anymore. But I met the bassist, and he was so nice. Like,
Yeah.
I just they
Let's.
seem like genuine guys. They seem like dads. I mean, they are all dads, but like I get what you mean. He seems like a very like you could trust. He would bark at people for trying to steal your drink.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the woman in the bar singing?
Yeah.
Is it Punk Rock 101? And he's in the back.
No, it's Girl All the Bad Guys Want.
Is it that? I loved that. I feel like it was a little bit staged, but it was still fun. It's still fun.
No, 'cause I see that and I'm like, would you not scream if there was just someone you weren't expecting there?
Yeah. So the next one on the list, I can't actually read because it's one of those weird metal branchy logos. So we'll skip over that one.
Let's have a zoom in.
It's after
Hell
Bolin. The
Monk? I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Sorry guys, you might be a really cool band. Um
We'll never
anyway,
know.
the next one is Polyphia. I feel like I'm saying
Polyphia.
that wrong.
No, it's Polyphia.
Yeah, Harry really likes these. He's shown me them before, the
Oh,
guitarist
that just
mainly.
ruined Harry for me.
Really? Do you not like them?
There's, I've got nothing against them themselves, but the fan base is so annoying.
See, I've not. I've only experienced them through Harry showing me TikTok videos
Ah,
of the guitarist. So, I don't have much more to say apart from that. Are the fans really like? Are they like, to be very rude, 21 Pilot fans?
no, no, no. They just, it's that kind of fan that's like they breathe and they're like, oh, that's art.
Ah, right, okay. I get you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does add up. The next one is also a very the next two, the
What?
Black Dahlia. Okay, so the one after Polyphia, not a clue. Sorry, guys, again. You might be very nice people. The Black Dahlia murder. I
I've
know
heard
of
of
that
them.
case.
I don't know of that case.
As a true crime girly, I know the case, but I don't know the band. Um, again, sorry guys. You might be a very good band. Biohazard and Fear Factory again. I don't know them. Um, I've heard a lot of people saying they're excited for Biohazard.
Mm.
Again, I don't know them. I'd have to do more research. So the fine print, I'm not gonna go through them all because there's a
I
lot.
could go through them all and tell you who I've seen as opening acts that are like really good.
Okay,
Right. Beep 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 beep. Bleed from Within. They're really really good.
I've heard of them,
They
but
open
I would have skipped
for
them.
Trivium. They are
Ah, right.
they're so good. They're so funny. They're Scottish. They're
Ah,
really funny.
okay.
Charlotte Sands, Queen. Do 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 do.
I know
Delilah Bond.
Delilah, but I know. I've heard of Counterparts before. I feel like they're more pop punk.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, Delilah Bond. Yes, Queen.
Queen.
Please be friends with us.
Please. Holding Absence, I've heard things about. I don't know if I've seen them. Actually, they might have opened for someone I've seen this year, but I can't remember. Um,
Elvana.
Elvana.
Elvis
Who's that?
fronted. Elvis fronted Nirvana.
Oh.
Why are they playing download? I probably see them because they are quite good. But what? Okay.
Hoobastank?
Yeah.
I would not expect to download.
Yeah, I was very surprised also.
That Noah, is it Noah Finch?
Noah Finance? I don't know. Harry also likes him.
Oh, well, I followed him on TikTok, and then suddenly he's at Slam Dunk and he's a musician and he's everywhere. It's
Yeah,
like,
the same
what?
happened for Harry. I think he came
Mm,
across him and was like, "Oh, this sounds cool. I'll give him a
yeah.
follow." So he followed him, and
Same
now
with
he's
Rory.
everywhere. Yeah,
Yes. Same with Rory. She does the ADHD life thing, doesn't she? She's like explains ADHD in like really simplistic ways.
yeah,
Um, and then she's everywhere doing music.
yeah.
Seeing Queen, obviously.
Yes.
Slaughtered to Prevail, I've just reviewed their album. They're not for me, but they're not
Okay.
bad.
Okay.
And they're very heavy.
Yeah.
Those Damn Crows, incredible.
Yeah. I was gonna say I feel like I've heard of them before, but I don't know where from. It's probably through
Goo Goo
you.
Dolls.
Yep.
And then you like Orgasm, don't you?
I like the sound,
Yeah.
but also we knew Matlock and
He's been
Crilly.
popping up as like suggested friend on
Same,
Facebook. I've got his
same.
brother on.
I think it's because I think I used to be on his Facebook friends.
Mm,
I think I used to be friends with him on Facebook during the FVK era.
yeah.
Yeah, we
I
used to
thought
know
I
him.
was.
We used to know Crilly,
Yeah.
and I have, I don't know, I have opinions on them.
Is this
But
the place for opinions?
yeah, I mean the William Control thing.
Mm.
I mean, I get what people say that Crilly didn't actually go and do what Will did, but
No, but would you want to hang around with someone that did?
exactly, if it weren't for bystanders, people wouldn't get away with things.
Yeah.
Um, that's my inspirational quote for today, and I
Hell
do
yeah.
truly believe in that. Like, it's always someone you know, and
Yeah.
by not, I'm not saying speaking out against them because you don't know. You know, people might feel awkward doing that. Like, if it turned out you was a terrible person, I don't think I'd make posts about like, oh, I understand that she's done stuff. I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry I'm friends with her. I wouldn't do that.
No.
But
You just let
also, you need to hold people accountable.
me know. Boy.
Yeah. So that's my two pennies.
Yeah.
I don't know who Zulu are.
I don't know who they are. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, that's download. Yeah. It's not as good as last year. I had Ghost and Metallica and
I love
Fearless Vampire
Metallica.
Killers.
Did they do download?
Yeah, they did. They did. Because I got my. So, a lot of people from my work went, and one of my receptionists, she's such a lovely lady. I love her so much. She's actually going away for 6 months next year to look at orcas in the wild. And
Oh,
I'm really excited for her, but I'm
bitch.
actually really upset because I'm gonna miss her so much.
Aw.
I just love her so much. So she went to download last year, and she's not necessarily into heavier stuff. Her two sons and her husband are,
Mm.
but she was like, I don't know where to start. I don't know if to just go and see the bands that they're seeing. I don't know.
Oh.
So I helped her make a schedule. I was like, right, for example, Skin Dread. I was like, she's like, oh, these look okay, and I'm like, right, so they're not heavy. They are like, it's like Rasta rock, and she's like, that sounds cool. I'll go see them. She loved them. For example,
Oh.
stuff like that. So she just went through the list and went, oh, this one's female fronted. What are they like? In this was about Ginger, and I
Oh.
was like, so these are really heavy because she's not into like really screamy stuff. I was like, these are screamy, but also please go see them because you will stand there and think, how the hell is this girl making this noise? How? And she did. She said that. So
Fair.
I said to her, I was actually going to suggest FVK to her anyway, but as we were getting
Mm.
down the list, she went, "Ooh, these seem like nice lads." And I looked at her and I went, Vin, we are friends with them. I know these lads. Please go and see them. And she really liked them. I didn't even know how to describe them to her. I was like, the gothy, obviously they're alternative, they're just really good. They're just really good. And I obviously I was telling her how long we've been fans of them for, and she was like, I'll go see them. And she said to me, she was like, they seem like the nicest set of guys ever. She's like, I don't know them. I literally stood at the back and watched them, but they were so funny. They were so good. The songs were bangers, and I really, really love them. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy. So
did you not know that there is a podcast involving you that she can learn about all kinds of alternative bands
to
and
be
great
fair,
bands to see live?
I have started plugging it at work. And one of our vets who's Spanish, she's really excited about it. She's like, "Ooh, look at you with your podcast and your band! Wow, that's so exciting!" And if there's one word to describe me, if you ask me to describe myself, I will say boring.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I meet you or like other friends, they'll be like, "Oh, so do you know anything?" And I'm like, "Nope." I literally go to work for 40 hours a week and come home, doom scroll on TikTok and die. That's it.
And die.
And die.
Fair.
That's it. But no, it's nice. I do like the podcast. I like it.
You like doing the podcast?
Yeah.
That's good. I like doing the podcast too.
Well, I mean, if I didn't, I feel like I wouldn't have made it this far. So.
Well, that's assuring.
Yeah, but no, I do enjoy it. I mean, I feel like we'll touch more on it on the roundup that we're going to do at the end, but
Yeah,
I
this
have
is going to be a long episode.
really enjoyed myself. So let's pause that there and look at the Leeds Fest lineup. Have you seen it yet?
Bits of it. I've got it up here, but I don't know if it's like real because it's just Google and you can change things on it.
Okay.
Is it like Billie Eilish?
No.
No. But
So
that says 2023.
so the first one that is on, I'm on the actual Leeds Fest website. The first one is called Fred Again. Don't know who that
I
is.
see it now. Oh yeah, I saw Lana Del Rey's on it. Yeah.
Don't know who Fred Again is. Lana Del Rey. Conflicted. I'm conflicted. So I like her. I think she's a queen. She's an icon. I sometimes sit and cry to her music.
Don't we all?
Like a slay queen, you know. However, and I don't. It is very controversial, and I don't know how people are going to feel about me saying this, but I have seen videos of her live performances, and I don't think she can sing live. I don't know. It's just very different to the recordings. Some bits she can. Don't get me wrong. I've seen them and I'm like, oh, that's quite good that. But I just feel like I don't know.
I'll have to have a look, see what I think.
Yeah, I feel horrible for saying it. I feel like people are gonna come for me. This is just my opinion,
You're allowed
guys.
opinion.
I'm
You're
sorry.
allowed.
I don't know. Like her presence on stage and the shows that she puts on seem amazing. Like she has her own stand for her vapes.
What?
Like a microphone stand for a vape.
Oh my god.
That's just iconic. I really love it. But I don't know. I'm just a bit iffy about her vocals. I don't know.
Fair.
Liam Gallagher
Standard.
doesn't surprise me. Very, very Reading and Leeds. I don't know. I don't like the Gallagher brothers. I think they've milked it now. Like, yeah, they're not friends, whatever. Get on with it. Like,
yeah,
it's boring
it's
now.
strained.
Yeah, it's boring now. Come on now, stop. I'm a Blur girl, so
You're a Blur girl. Ooh.
I am. That's all I've got to say about it.
Well, so's Cathy. Cathy can't stand Oasis.
I don't mind them. Like, Wonderwall's a
Think
banger.
if you're in Manchester around when they were like big.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a fair headliner, but Not for me.
I'm not
Catfish and the
fussed.
Bottlemen,
Oh, you love them.
they broke up last year.
What? Jesus.
They broke up last year.
Bands just don't know how to break up anymore.
I've seen them. So it weren't standing because it was very last minute. I was just like, oh, there's tickets here to see Catfish and they're like 30 quid. Shall we go
Huh,
see them? I think we
do
took
it.
Madison with us as well. It was when the last album was released, the one with Long Shot on it.
Mm.
They were good live. I like them. I think Yumi at Six were
I love
supporting
you,
them
Mate
and
6.
seen them a few times. I like them as well.
Nobody ever takes me to see them. It's like Green Day. Everyone's seen Green Day. Whoa, good for them.
I'm sorry, Vicky. Me. But yeah, I'm very surprised. Like, it's not as if they were like, "Oh yeah, we're back together now, guys. We'll see you next year on tour." But no, this is the first I've heard about it. I was like, "Excuse me, what?" I think this is a good selling tactic, though.
Mm.
This is very good because they know now that all the Catfish fans are going to be like, "Oh my god, let's go see Leeds Fest. This is going to be the first tour
Yeah.
back together." Um, yeah, I'm just reading the thing. Audiences. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they did headline back in 21. Um, Blink 182.
Mhm.
This I feel like it's very out of place considering the rest of the headliners. I get
Right.
I get why they're headlining because obviously they've got the new album, they're back together. Tom's part of the band now,
Yep.
but why are they not at Download?
Kardashians.
Uh,
I
those
don't.
damn Kardashians.
I don't know if that's it, but that was just the first thing that came to my brain.
I don't know. It's just very strange for me. Like, yes, Download's a heavier festival, whatever, but you look at it this year and it would make more sense for them to be at Download than at Leeds Fest.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've ever played Download before. I don't know.
I don't know.
I know they've definitely played Fest before, but like early Fest.
Yeah.
Very
It
weird. I'm
doesn't
excited. I'm
make
glad they're
any
there.
sense.
For example, you compare Jerry Cinnamon as the next headliner.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's standard. I'd expect that, very indie, very new, very modern. But with Blink?
I think that's the good thing about these festivals, though. You get all the different genres together.
Yeah, like when we went to Leeds Fest, I mean, it was a good lineup. Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
Foo Fighters were headlining. Very good, very solid.
Yeah.
Enjoyed them thoroughly. I think it were like Billie Eilish, 21 Pilots.
Mm.
We didn't see either of them because we went home on the Sunday. Was it Billie Eilish or was it Post Malone? I don't know. I can't remember. It was so long ago. It wasn't even that long ago, like 2018. Um, but yeah, I feel like Fest, yes, it's gone more towards being more mainstream, more popular with like poppy bands, like more of your like grime. Like I think Dave headlined Fest
He did in
recently.
the last couple of years,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
He's good, though.
also, oh, so go on.
I was just going to say he's good. I like
I've
Dave.
never heard him. I've never heard him. Maybe
He
I prejudged him.
he did the Brits. One of his songs at the Brits was about racism.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, is that
Yeah,
him?
yeah, and that just stuck with me. I think about that a lot. That
Ah,
performance, it was beautiful.
right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He is quite
Roman
good.
Empire.
um, but I feel like Fest has always been about the fact that it's a big variety of different types of
Mm.
music. I mean, next year, I probably won't go. I'm excited for some of them, but
Yeah,
I can't justify spending all that money just to see like 4 bands max. Obviously,
no,
it'll depend on, these are just the headliners. It'll depend on who else is playing, but contesting, it's probably going to be Download more of a fest. But I don't know. I feel like it's gone too far the other way. It was a very good mix of different bands, but it was more indie alternative. Whereas
yeah,
now it's more of the poppy, the mainstream indie, like that's on Radio 1, you
yeah.
grime stuff, and not a lot of like pop punk alternative rock.
Mm.
I don't know, whatever sells, I guess. My grandma really likes Jerry Cinnamon.
I've never heard of him.
I have, but I don't think I've listened to his band and
Right.
his music.
I
Um,
think I can get his vibe from the picture.
yeah, yeah. My grandma likes him, so
Very
that
nice.
says a lot.
Go on, lass.
Ray, I don't know who this is. It says that
Uh,
she's R&B,
mm.
so I don't know. Again, it's a weird mix. Skrillex, again, a weird mix. Why is Skrillex there?
I thought he was dead.
Honestly, same. I haven't. I mean, I think I saw not a recent picture of him, but a picture of him like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, "How is that Skrillex?
Mm.
Who is this guy? This is not him." Um, yeah, very weird that he's playing first.
There's a few bands coming out of the woodwork lately. I mean, like, Lost Alone played with McFly this last tour, and I
Mm.
saw Fort Hope were doing a show, like a festival,
Yeah,
and I was like, I thought they were long gone.
yeah. It's so weird, isn't it? I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe it's something to do with COVID. This is my theory that because everything went so downhill in COVID, those bands that were previously gone, maybe it gave them something to do post COVID. Thought, oh, screw it, let's start up again.
Yeah.
We've had a tough time. We might as well enjoy ourselves. The next one's Spirit Box. Now again, I am confused as to why these are playing Leeds Fest and not Download.
Mm.
Spirit Box are in the same sort of category as Bad Omens, female fronted. They do scream. It's very Bring Me the Horizon music, but obviously female fronted. Spirit
Yeah.
Box have played with Bad Omens before. Why are they at Fest and not Download?
I mean, you need to get the goths in, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to have that selling point to the masses, but again, it's weird. I feel like has Download struggled to get people this year? I mean, Green Day have just released an album. They're touring next year.
Mm.
Rammstein are touring next year, and there's a gap. There's Foo Fighters. All three have a gap in June when Download is. Did they not have the funds? What's going
Yeah,
on?
probably. They might come out later on.
Maybe as like a surprise headliner.
Mm.
I'm concerned for Download. Are you okay, Boo? Like, what's going on? It's very strange.
Baby,
Um,
okay? You've not touched your metal bands.
Babe, you've hardly touched your alternative communities. What's wrong? I don't know. I'm sort of hoping that they do something like that. I mean, I don't think they're gonna pull Rammstein out at Woodwork, to
Mm.
be honest. I mean, I'm seeing them anyway, so it don't really matter if they're there or not. But like Foo Fighters, Green Day, I feel like Green Day would have jumped at the chance to play a festival next year.
Mm, you'd have thought.
Yeah, I mean, played Fest before,
They have played festival before.
so I
They
don't know
get the
why.
words out.
I don't know. It's just a very strange mix for Leeds Fest. And then there's someone called
It's.
Digger D. Um,
We've passed all the people I know.
yeah, he's a rapper. Apparently, the youngest rapper to play the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, good for him then.
So that's really good. He's probably really good. I don't know. It's very strange this year. Next year, I keep
Hmm.
saying this year.
Well, I've realised this is where I went wrong Googling it because I put in 2023 and it'll be 2024, won't it?
Yeah. I
Silly.
cannot believe, guys, that it's nearly Christmas.
Hmm.
Where has this year gone? Where has the year gone?
Um,
Oh.
I want to quickly talk about when we were young as well.
Ah, right,
I
okay,
know it's not
yes.
UK based and it's not. We were like we won't be there,
I
but
want to be.
I want to be
Why?
because it
Bring it to
brought
the
We Are the
UK.
In crowd back.
Honest to God, if they brought it to the UK, they would make a killing.
They would.
Like, why does America get all the good tours?
Why does
Why?
America get to hear the Black Parade live again?
Yeah, they do it because they're doing albums now this year, aren't they? They're just doing the through albums. The Pierce the Veil are doing that as well, which
The,
I'm very mad about. I am seeing them next year, and I'm very excited about it. But I want to see that.
oh, I've lost you. Oh no, Tegan, you've gone.
Hello.
You came back. Where did you go?
I had so much of a fit about Pierce the Veil that I unplugged my microphone from my computer. Um, what was the last thing you heard from me, by the way?
You're going to see them.
Yeah, I'm seeing them, but I'm very mad that I'm not seeing um one of my favorite albums by them in full.
Well, that's the thing with We Are the In crowd. Not only is it like the first time they've played in like 10 years, but it's like
To play that
a
album.
comfort album.
My Chem Black Parade, A Day to Remember, Homesick. Oh no. Oh, Simple Plan.
Which Fallout Boys album is it?
Let's have a look. Oh, it's just Fall Out Boy.
Oh, fair.
Just Fall Out
Sleep
Boy.
with Sirens are doing the James Dean album.
Chiodo's All's Well That Ends Well. No.
Chodos! I thought they were dead.
So they, I saw him at Kerrang Tour,
I know you did.
and then they went on a hiatus, whatever. And then I think Craig Owen's been doing, I think that's his name, drug stuff, not actual drugs, the banned drugs.
Okay. Tonight Live are doing it as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
Speaking of your Kerrang tour.
I'm so upset. Like, red jumpsuit apparatus.
And I saw We the In crowd at Kerrang tour.
Did you?
Kerrang back the tour. Yeah, I saw them at Kerrang tour. I saw Beartooth with them,
Uh,
Dr. Co,
I don't
and
think Beartooth were that old. I thought they were new.
Guns. It was like when they were just starting out, I think.
Yeah,
It was
that's fair.
2015, I think.
Okay.
So 8 years since they stopped playing.
303. Cobra Starship.
Oh my god.
Neck Deep.
Why do the UK emos have to miss out?
Why do they hate us so?
Anyway, I do need to mourn for another second.
Yeah, I'm still pouting. I'm
Okay.
still pouting. You
I'll
go
give you
ahead.
time. I mean, you've not been to any gogs. Excuse me. Burping. Did you hear?
I didn't.
I will apologise right now because I am like getting over an illness. So I am gross again. And I'm trying not to sniff in my microphone, so that might be very loud if I'm moving it around.
You know what? This is a full circle. I was ill on the first ever one we recorded, and you're ill
It
on
is.
the last one of the year.
I mean, if you think about it, has there been an episode we've been well for?
Probably not. Mentally, absolutely not. Physically, a stretch.
um, anyway, first I saw Louis Tomlinson. I saw him in Manchester, and he's so good. He did not talk a lot. It was. I don't think he knew what to say.
Yeah, I
'Cause when
mean,
he did talk,
he's gone through a lot, hasn't he? Like, did he seem okay?
yeah, he always very thin.
Mm,
I know you're not supposed to comment on people's bodies, but I was worried.
yeah. Oh,
I was
bless
like,
him.
babe, have some food, please.
Oh, I do. I mean, I do like him. I've listened
Mm.
to some of his stuff, but I feel bad for feeling bad about him. Like,
What, like feeling guilty for listening or feeling
no,
sorry for him?
just feeling sorry for him. Like, you probably don't want
Mm,
people's pity. Do you know what I mean? But
no.
that poor kid.
I've, I feel, what's it called again? We lost this word when we were talking about Harry Styles, and now, you know, when you're a fan and you feel like you know him.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But I think that's mainly because we are from Doncaster.
yeah.
We spent a lot of time in Donny.
I work in Donny. Not to dox myself, but
Yeah, I mean, you've got that connection, and it's just his family reflects the type of families that we're around,
yeah.
you know, and it's like seeing one of your own going through all that.
It's hard not to have that like connection with them when they're so close
Yeah,
to home.
I mean, you should hope, like, seeing a stranger go through it all, you'd feel bad,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know. But no, I get it. You don't want to like overstep. You like, is it my place to feel bad like this? No, I get
Yeah.
that.
Like he probably hates that people feel bad for him.
Mm. I've just got so much respect for him,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people don't.
Mm.
Like, so many people, he says, like, please don't talk about this. Please leave this alone. Like the Larry Stylinson thing is a big thing. He's like, please stop asking me. Just drop it. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
It ruined his friendship. Shut up. And there are still people. There were people at the show with it like all over,
Mm.
and it were like,
It's
he's
disrespectful.
asked you not to. If Harry Styles was asking you not to do something, there'd be a big respect Harry tweeting, like
Yes,
going
absolutely.
around Twitter. So why is it when Louis like asking for something, it's ignored? And it's come to my attention lately. The BBC tend to just completely ignore him.
Mm.
I saw someone ask, why is Louis Tomlinson's music never played on the BBC? But then a TikTok from BBC Sounds popped up saying like One Direction covering like solo shows when they're covering their band music, you
Mm.
know, and it showed Niall, showed Zayn, Liam, Harry. Where were Louis?
Yeah.
Louis covered loads of One Direction songs, made them his own. Like he's turned them into rock songs.
Yeah.
And where is he? I saw someone ask, like, saying like it's to do with labels. You know, some radio stations only play things from certain record labels. Like, it's eh.
Yeah, it's weird.
They don't own the rights to half of the clips that they played in that TikTok. Like, some of them were from like BBC Sound of the City kind of things,
Mm.
but not all of them. And it is like, the Zayn one, especially. Like, you took that from his Instagram,
Mm. They
but
probably didn't
yeah,
get rights to that, yeah.
nah. Anyway, it was a rock show. The crowd were like, well, I want to say 13-year-old girls from Doncaster, but you, obviously 13-year-old Mancunians. Um, but yeah, it was that kind of crowd, but obviously it's gone sort of a Oasis kind of route with his music, and he turned even what song is it? Back to You. That's quite a clubby song, kinda.
Mm.
But he turned that rock, and he turned Where Do Broken Hearts Go a bit more rock. It was fairly similar to the original.
Yeah.
Drag Me Down was rock, but like in a different way to when I saw Niall do it as a rock version.
Mm.
Because Niall had gone more Fleetwood Mac, he'd gone Oasis.
Yeah. I mean, I know people are still distraught over One Direction breaking up,
Mm.
but I feel like they're doing good though. Like taking One Direction songs and making them their own shows how different
Mm.
they are as individuals and how talented they are, and like the different music
Absolutely.
tastes and stuff.
I mean, I think that's why they called the break, so that they can do
Yeah.
what they wanted to do for a little bit. And I see clips of him in like interviews, and that is so funny. It's so dry.
Mm.
It's just so Yorkshire, and we're
Yeah,
like,
we're just gonna say it's the
God.
Doncaster in him.
I love him to bits, and out of, as I was gonna say, completely got derailed. Then I don't think he knows what to say between songs, because all he was
Same.
saying really was, "I'm just so grateful. Like, thank you. Wouldn't be here without you. Today is a year since Faith for the Future." That's not what it's called. His second album came out like on the end the year before I saw him.
Mm.
Excuse me. And so you're like, let's have a big party. You're all great. Thank you. And it was just like overwhelmed gratitude that he didn't know what else he could say.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I mean, as someone who was a performer and is a performer and is quite socially awkward, I feel like it's a little bit different now because
Yeah,
I'm not like that. And obviously it's a completely
yeah,
different kettle of fish as someone like him that's been and sold out stadium shows, but he's been with a group of people, and it's completely different when you're able to hide yourself. Like, for example, I used to play bass. That
mm,
was completely different because I didn't have to talk. I could just do my
yeah,
thing, not look at anyone. Fine. Completely different when the spotlight's on you. So I'm the singer now. I've been the singer before, and it's so awkward if you don't have that crowd control and also know what to say. It's very
yeah.
awkward.
It is.
And I feel for him because I mean we've not even started thinking about gigging yet, and I'm like, what can I say between songs? Could I say this? Is this funny? Like,
Yeah. As for openers, there was a lass called Rachel, and I feel really bad because I don't remember her surname.
mm,
She seems lovely, and she was very involved with the crowd.
yeah,
I'm bummed out 1 minute. Sorry. And her songs were very sweet, very TikToky.
mm,
She was good. And if she were opening for someone, I'd be excited to see her again. But I don't think I'd be reaching for her.
yeah,
And then there was the academic. They're like your typical like boys and the band singing about how pretty a girl is.
yeah.
Um, and I don't know, I immediately don't like this like new wave teddy boy band.
Mm,
Like, I don't think it's genuine.
yeah,
I think it's just that this is the music that sells. We're gonna do it.
yeah.
They were good. They were good, but like I said,
I feel like it's all the
I,
same as well. It's the same
it
concepts
is
pumped out in a different font.
same genres, same sounds.
Mm,
There's just nothing there. Anyway, but yeah, Louis was really, really good. I love him, and I would go see him again. We were on the seats, which is weird because I can't remember the last time I've sat in a stadium.
Mm.
I didn't like it.
No,
I want to be
I
floor
mean,
next time.
yeah. I mean, we were gonna try get tickets for Tenacious D, but the only ones we could get were seated, and I was like, I want to see them,
Mm,
but not that bad. I'm not. I mean, it hurts. It physically hurts when you're at a stadium gig and you stood there for hours, but it's a different
yeah,
vibe, and I don't think I'd see. Are you still there?
yeah.
Oh, he just went
You went
quiet. I was like, hello.
quiet. You went. You don't think you'd see, and then I thought you were gonna say something
Oh
else.
no, I don't think I'd seat.
Oh, right. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, no. I mean, we've got seats for like Niall next year for both shows because I'm a
Mm,
greedy bugger that's going to Leeds and Manchester. Um, how could I not go to Leeds when it's like 2 days before my birthday?
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
4 days actually. I think it's 28th in it, so 4 days before my birthday.
Mm,
But it's like, how could I not go? I
yeah, exactly.
think that was announced on my birthday this year.
It was meant to be.
It was. It was meant to be. I think me and Niall are.
Yeah.
Cringe.
Your big cardboard cutout still scares me.
Oh, mate, I punched it this morning.
Terrifying.
It didn't scare me, I was just pissed off.
Not Niall. Leave him alone.
I know, right, I was already annoyed. And it fell, so I just booted it.
Oh dear.
Oh. Anyway, then I saw McFly.
I love McFly. Why did I not come with you?
Why didn't you?
I don't know.
Well, it was rubbish.
Really?
Well, they're always good live. They're
Ah,
always good.
okay.
And it was really nice. They did Corrupted.
Ah, they didn't get
They did
Shikari
Not
out again though,
Alone.
did they?
No.
Good, good.
And they did The Name's Gone, but I love the song. Too Close for Comfort.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
But it was an O2 gig. And I
Right.
think that's part of the problem.
Uh,
Because all the gigs that I've complained about this year, O2 gigs. Matt
mm,
pointed out that before COVID, there was a lot more room to walk. Like, there would be like gaps at the side. And the last time I was at the O2 in Leeds was all time low in like 2017 or 18.
mm,
And I was like, yeah, no, you could stand to the side because I went with my friend who was blind and she was stood to the side. Well, we were with a group of friends and we were like taking it turns, like seeing the band and
and going
making
and
sure
stand.
she's safe.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, we could just stand to the side. There was seating at the side, like it was great. But we were packed like sardines.
Mm,
They've also changed it so you have to go up and down stairs to get in and out. So I'm like, I don't know what you do if you're in a wheelchair or anything.
not good. Not accessible.
Um, but yeah, and then there was this woman in front. I've seen people on Twitter complaining about the crowds at McFly being right grumpy, and it's like, well, I was trying my best to enjoy myself, singing, trying to like dance, but I had no room to dance. This woman in front of me, fully grinding on me.
Oh God.
So like, I have trauma around that.
Yeah.
It triggered it. So I'm leaving McFly, sobbing, stressed out, thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm not safe anywhere.
Yeah. I think I don't know if we've spoken about this before, but it's the 10%. It's the post-COVID. We'll sell 10% more than
Mm,
capacity because people aren't going to turn up, but people are turning up, so they're at capacity plus 10%.
yeah,
Not good.
no. But
Like,
then I moved out the way of this lass that was grinding on me, and there was a little bit of space at the back, and then these two lads came that were massive, like, length and width, they were big blokes,
Yeah.
decided to squeeze the way so I were pressed against a wall. So I moved out the way into that space and decided to be as obnoxious as possible with my camera.
Oh, yeah, good.
I was like, I'm done. Nah.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, there's just no show etiquette. Like,
Oh,
I feel like we got to a point in sort of like back end towards this year, and we were like, you know what? It's getting better.
that's what I'm
People
saying.
are,
No 2 gigs.
yeah, but they need to do something about it, because if it's like a majority of the people are not enjoying the gigs and they're all O2 gigs, then
Mm,
that's the factor. That's the issue.
yeah,
It's just silly.
it is just silly. That being said, I've got tickets to see them at the Peace Hall next year.
Yeah. I mean, it's McFly, right?
It's
So
like, the therapy kicked in then. I was like, it's not them. I can't blame the band.
mm,
You've been to see them already this year. You went to see them last year. You didn't have this problem. Go see them.
yeah.
And if it's outside, you can go to the back, stand out the way.
Yeah, it's
You
different.
could even go to Matt's house and still hear it.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, that's it for my gigs this. Oh wait, I didn't talk about openers. Oh, it was just Lost Alone. Lost Alone I quite enjoyed. They were absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I heard something about them.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh dear.
not crediting art.
Okay.
So with that, we'll go to the Cathy Show.
Yes.
The Cathy Show.
Hello and welcome to the Cathy Show. And with me today, I have a lovely, lovely guest. I'm really, really happy to talk to you today. This is Abrish Khan. She's a 13-year-old singer who comes to the open mics at the Billy Goat on Sundays, on Sunday afternoons, and you go to some other open mics as well, don't you?
Yeah.
So, Abrish, would you like to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hi, I'm Abrish. I'm 13 and I live in Oldham.
You live in Oldham,
Yeah.
and you're obviously a schoolgirl, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you could actually add singer to that as well. Because even though you're a schoolgirl,
Yeah.
you've been coming out to these open mics, haven't
Yeah.
you? So tell us, why do you go to them?
I come to these because I started off at Madlow in Oldham with like just little performances like art slam and stuff where I sang in front of a little crowd, and then they put me forward for the Saddleworth show this year. It was this year, and they put me forward for. Was it this year? I don't know. I can't remember.
2023 we're in.
Yeah, I think it was this year then. They put me forward for that, and ever since then my confidence has boosted. And my mum just said, "Oh, would you like to do open mic nights?" And I went, "Sure," because my mum was looking online for like some open mic nights.
Yeah.
And there was this one boy at the Saddleworth show who went to my mum after I sang and went, "Why doesn't she do open mic nights with a person called Mark Stelfox?" And
I know Mark Stelfox.
he got me. I started off at the Milan Bar in Leeds.
Yeah.
And I started doing some of the places where he was doing like the Milan Bar in Leeds on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
The Angel in Royton on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then I used to do the Fox and Pine in Oldham Sound Centre on Sundays.
Yeah.
But now
I know all these places. So my ex-partner, he was a musician, Johnny Harper.
Yeah.
And he was friends Mark Stelfox,
Yeah.
and he went round to his And what is it that you like about the open mics then?
I like how I can express myself with singing.
Yes.
And it's helped with my anxiety, because I got diagnosed with it about 3 years ago.
Okay.
But I knew I've had it for longer than that.
Yeah, no.
It's helped with my anxiety a lot.
Oh, that's amazing. But creativity can do that, can't they?
Yeah.
You've got to express yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what songs do you sing?
Mostly I sing Billie Eilish songs, but I sing like No Time to Die, I Love You, there is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, but it's
I heard that before.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
It was the Ariana Grande version, but the lower key one.
Yeah.
I just started singing Read All About It recently. There is, what else? There's a 30th by Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
And there's a few others, but yeah, there's quite a few that people like me to sing. There's a few that is quite popular.
What's your favourite song to sing?
My favourite song at the minute, it has to be either Stay or probably Read All About It.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I heard that rendition tonight.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it myself. You do it really, really well.
It's my second time singing that in front of people.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, watch this space, everybody, because Abrish is a really good singer. Can you also tell me about your musical influences as well?
My musical influences were like people at like school, people at Madlow, and the one who's encouraged me to do it all is my mum.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Because she's been by my side for everything.
Yeah, she comes here with
She drives me all
supports you.
over. She drives me everywhere as well. Yeah. She drives me everywhere.
Mum taxi.
Yeah. She's a mum taxi.
No.
Yeah. My mum drives me everywhere.
Oh.
She takes me everywhere. She supports me.
Yeah.
There has been a few friends on the way that I did bring with me, but haven't come back with me.
No, but it's good for you,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's good, like, for you to express yourself.
Yeah.
And bring out your own individuality.
Yeah. And
And you're learning
yeah.
as well, aren't you? Because each time you sing a song, I can expect that, like,
Yeah.
you know, you think, oh, well, you know, I might do this next time.
Yeah.
Or, yes, I did that quite well. Or maybe, like, you know, learn from any mistakes that
Yeah.
you made.
Because recently I was at my music lessons with my teacher from Oldham Music Centre in Oldham Music Centre.
Yeah.
She comes in because my school pays for lessons, like singing lessons, and me and
amazing.
my friend Oliver, we got put into the Oldham Youth Choir.
Yeah.
Yeah, got put into it and everything. We got put into Oldham Youth Choir and it was our first week. This week just gone.
Oh, well done. That's brilliant. So, what's your future plans then, Abrish?
My future plans are probably like either to become a singer,
Yeah.
or but
Well, you already are a singer, may
Yeah.
I say.
And my other one was when I was little. My auntie in Pakistan, she is a teacher,
Yeah.
and she gives up her time every single day to teach those kids as well. And I just want to I want to be a teacher as
Do
well.
ya?
Yeah. Because she shapes the young minds of everyone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just wanted to help younger kids because when I leave school, I want to volunteer at my old preschool.
Yeah.
What's it called? Leesfield Preschool.
Yeah.
Because it was on the verge of closing down last year.
Okay.
But one of my mum's friends, Sarah, she ended up setting up a charity event.
Yeah.
Charity events she ended up setting charity events to raise money for the preschool.
Yeah.
And I gave up my 12th birthday. There was I was raising money and everything for it.
Yeah.
And I ended up giving up my 12th birthday and doing a sponsored walk for the charity.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful.
Wow. But she's ended up having to redo the whole charity thing because she was originally called Sarah Charity Challenges, but according to the charity world, you're not allowed to have the word charity in your event, in your things. Yeah. so she's had to start from scratch yet again.
Yeah, again, right. Okay.
Even though she raised over £10,000, she has had to start from scratch.
And what charity is that?
Sarah's Community Challenges, I believe.
Okay. Right, Sarah's Community Challenges. So you can look online for that, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Abrish, it's been amazing talking to you.
Thank you.
You know, you're a delightful young lady and you are a fantastic singer. I can see an amazing future for you.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you all the well.
Thank you.
I wish you the best in everything that you're going to do in the future. You take care. I have a great guest with me today. So I've been going to this open mic at the Billy Goat in Mossley, and I've got with me today Dave.Brown, who runs the open mic. Hi Dave, how are you doing?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm
You've just finished, haven't you?
Yep, just finished.
So you're just there wrapping up.
Yep.
Do you want to introduce yourself to our listeners?
Yeah, I'm Dave. I dabble at this really and just run open mics just to get people playing.
Yeah, and you're brilliant at encouraging people. We've had a keyboard player today, haven't we?
Yeah, first time.
Yeah, you got up on guitar, and we've had a few singers, and we've had Christian on the drums, haven't we?
Yep, our resident drummer.
But you also do singing, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You actually perform,
Yeah.
and you take yourself out, and you've got your own show going on. So what's that?
Well, yeah, I just I do that. We just started out for fun, really, and I never wanted to be a singer. I just wanted to stand in the back and play guitar. But then I ended up needing a singer in a band, and that's what it started, really. So.
Yeah, you're a good singer, though.
Thank you.
I've heard you, yeah. So, how do you think it's going, this open mic on a Sunday?
Yeah, it's going well. Was it 4th week?
It's the fifth week,
yeah,
I think
like that.
it is.
And it seems to be growing. It's doing pretty well at the moment.
Every week we get more and more people, don't we?
Yeah, different instruments.
Last week we had a couple of guitarists.
Yep.
One was on electric, and we had that lady saxophonist as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good,
Yeah.
Always makes a difference when different instruments come.
It does, because it just like lays up the sound. It's amazing, and the best thing about these open mics, especially here at the Billy Goat, is that it's open to anyone. Anyone can get up.
Any age as well, really. But,
Any age, yeah. We've had 9-year-olds, haven't we? We had a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, she went down better than anyone, I think.
She was amazing. So she sang. I remember she sang Metallica.
Yeah.
That was brilliant. I loved that. And who are your musical influences? How did you get into music?
I've got two brothers that started playing guitar before me, and I was never interested. And then I thought, I'll give it a go. So eventually I got into guitar. And then we just used to learn by jamming together, really. So this is just like what I've always done since I was about 10, 11, something like that. Growing up listening to like Dire Straits and Pink Floyd, stuff like that.
Dire Straits. Mark Knopfler. I'm a massive fan of Mark Knopfler. He's like my absolute favourite guitarist.
The best.
Yeah. Wait, what's your favourite Mark Knopfler song?
Telegraph Road, I think. It's probably about 14 minutes long. Yeah.
That's it. He was just amazing. He just carries on, doesn't he? Yeah. So, what do you think the plans for the future for this place is then, with the open mics?
Well, yeah.
And any others that you're doing? You're welcome to plug them.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of open mics run by other people as well. There's the Farrows on Thursdays.
That's in Saddleworth, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the Angel in Royton on a Thursday as well. There's Milan on a Wednesday night.
That's
in Leeds.
Yeah.
So a mate of mine does that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's loads of spot for choice. I think there's something on every night if you look for it. Around here, you don't have to go too far.
You don't have to go too far. I always say about like the Tameside and the Saddleworth area. It's like a vortex of talent, isn't it? Yeah. Musical talent. It's a very, very creative area.
You don't have to go too far, really.
No. So do you live local then?
Leeds, yeah.
Yeah, and you have a busy life, don't you?
I do, yeah.
You do, because you also work in the week, and then this is what you do, like, this is like your part-time, isn't it? Yeah, so...
Busy non-stop.
Busy non-stop. Well, I'll let you get back to your busy life. Thank you for talking to me today. I wish you all the best with this open mic, and I'll be in next week and to see you again.
Yeah, I'll grab you up singing, yeah.
Thank you.
And for the final time, we'll come back to us.
Yeah. Not forever, guys. We're not
Not
leaving.
forever.
It's just for this year.
This is this like little mix at their last show. They're like, the last tour for now. We'll be back.
Oh dear.
Oh, I've been thinking about them a lot lately.
Mm.
Thinking about them dancing to Woman Like Me. It was just women,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to talk a bit about Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. We can't do the final episode near Christmas without talking about Christmas. There's a lot of good alternative Christmas songs, personally, and they don't get enough credit.
Go on then, give them the credit.
We spoke about the Corey Taylor song. You don't like it, but I love it.
I just think it's obnoxious.
That's what I love about it.
Ah!
That's what I love about it. You'll Shoot Your Eye Out by Fall Out Boy.
That's
It's one of my favourite songs
yes.
by them, just in general. Never mind the fact that it's a Christmas song. Yes, it's a Christmas
It's
song.
really good.
It's got jingle bells in it. It's a Christmas song. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me.
Do you listen to it when it's not Christmas?
Yes, I do.
Fair.
But it's also a Christmas song.
It is a Christmas song. It's spelt Yule as in a Yule log.
Exactly. It's a Christmas song, and it's got Christmas in it. It's to do with Christmas. It's a Christmas song.
Don't Come Home for Christmas.
I'm gonna have to mention All Time Low.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
Rose.
It's a good song.
It hurts. It hurts.
It does. It does. Merry Christmas, kiss my bum.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of others now. Please Come Home for Christmas by Bon Jovi. Well, it's John Bon Jovi.
There's the really bad cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You by My Chemical Romance.
Oh,
it's a really bad cover.
Yeah, but it's still a Christmas song.
Let's have a look at playlist. A Very Emo Christmas by Evan Finch. Christmas Saves the Year. 21 Pilots. Happy Holidays, You B Word, Blink-182.
Oh yeah, I do like that song. It's not very long, but it's very Blink. I love it. It's Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped two. I'm not going to continue. Into the Unknown by Panic. No,
it's the same thing of having Let It Go as a Christmas song, isn't it?
It's not a Christmas song.
It's just Frozen.
It's just Frozen. It's not a Christmas song.
Nothing for Christmas. Newfound Glory. Oh, Christmas Lights, Yellow Card. Punk Goes Christmas.
I'm going to cry.
Ooh, Punk Goes Christmas. Let's have a look at Punk Goes Christmas.
There's also, this might be controversial, the Nightmare Before Christmas covers that alternative bands did. Like Rise Against did Making Christmas. It's got Christmas in the title. It's a Halloween and Christmas film.
Yeah.
That's my opinion on it. So, Christmas songs, good album, Christmas songs.
What's your favourite Christmas song?
I always get hate for this. Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney is my favourite.
That's your favourite Christmas song?
It's a great song.
Oh, it is. I feel like I mainly get hate from Harry.
Well, Harry likes Polyphia, so he doesn't get an opinion anymore.
Because it angers him that the children have been practicing the harmonies all year long for the Christmas song, and the only lyrics they could come up with was La. Or Ding Dong. It's Ding Dong, not La. And that really irritates him. It's like, they have had a full year. They've had a full year to do this Christmas song, and all it says is Ding Dong. That's not good craftsmanship.
Yeah, but the kids.
But the kids, that's what I say, the kids. And it's the harmonies that they practice, not the lyrics, so go away.
Merry Christmas, Harry is cancelled.
Harry's cancelled, goodbye.
Harry's cancelled, go away, Harry.
Why is Oh Miss Believer on this Very Emo Christmas playlist?
I don't know.
by the 21 Pilots. It's not a Christmas song.
Well, there's Lost in the Woods Weezer version as well.
December is not a Christmas song by Neck Deep. It's a good song, but it's not a Christmas song.
But what do you mean? It's December, that's when Christmas is.
Every Snowflake is Different by
Just
Mike
like-
M.
Aye, that's a good one.
Is it a Christmas song though?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Weezer, so come all ye faithful.
Blue Christmas by Creeper. I don't know.
Fairy Tale of New York, what's your stance on that?
I do like it, and I can say the F word. I have the F word pass, so
Because you're...
one of them.
Oh,
To be fair, the only guy that works with us is part of the community, and he calls me it all the time.
okay.
So I feel like I have a pass.
I would say that counts.
But I do. It's a good song. The only thing I don't like about it is whenever you listen to it with your parents around, they've got to remind you of how she died. And it's like, yes, I know, you tell me this, you've told me this every year since I was like 2.
And now you're telling the listeners.
Yes, I am. It's a very hard cycle to break.
You know what, I really like Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah,
I like the Leona Lewis one as well.
Mm,
And that one, More Sleep, I think it's called.
yeah. You're here.
Yeah, that's Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah,
I love Kelly Clarkson.
I do as well. To say that we're emo goth girlies, you know, I do like Kelly Clarkson.
I live
she's a good
for
egg.
her.
She's a
I
slay.
would... What word am I looking for? Worship her.
Yes.
If she was to stand in front of me, I would be down on my knees. Wayne's World, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. Ow, I've just knocked my head in.
I agree.
You like your Elton John. What about Step Into Christmas?
Oh, I do love Elton John. I've got to say that's my second favourite one.
Ah.
Step in a Christmas time. I do like
Do you
Elton
like
John.
the Bowie Rumpa-Pum-Pum?
Yeah, I do. The
That's a
little drummer
classic.
boy
Mm.
with is it just him or is he with some woman on that?
I want to say Bing Crosby, but I don't think that's right. Or is it Bill
Yeah,
Crosby?
I think
Is
maybe
it Bing or Bill?
there is a version with Bing in. I think.
Yeah. Bing Crosby.
Ooh.
Peace on Earth, little drummer boy. That's it then, isn't it?
Yeah. I was just trying to think of other Christmas songs I like. I like the War one, not the John Lennon one. The one where the music video's in the trenches. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, I love that one. Stop the Cavalry.
Yes, that's a good song.
Yeah, oh, banger.
I love Christmas. I'm usually a Grinch, and I have been a Grinch because work actually decked the reception area up beginning of this week, and I was very upset. I was like, guys, it's November,
Tegan,
please.
do you want to know what day I put my Christmas decorations up?
Vicky, you do not have your decorations up already, do you?
I had my decorations up when we recorded the last episode.
In
Okay, that's a little bit
October.
of a fib. That's a little bit of a fib. It was like the day after Halloween.
I was gonna say, but October.
It was the Friday after Halloween because I was supposed to go to university, and without telling us, they redid the whole of the street, the pavement, and we were blocked in. So I was like, not in a good mood. I was stressed. I'd hurt myself, like I'd slipped in the garden trying to find a way out so I could get to uni, and just grumpy as. And I was like, if I do not put my decorations up today and get into Christmas now, I'll scream.
That's fair. I mean, like one at nurses at our place, she decked up a bit early because her husband's not a husband, her other half's a paramedic. So they've got a little boy together, and they're like, if we don't do it now, we're not going to be able to do it until like the day before Christmas. So if you've got an excuse, that's fine. But also,
that's my excuse. I would have cried if I didn't put them up.
yeah, I weren't going to decorate this year because
You
we've only
better.
been here for 2 years. The first year we only had 2 cats. Last
you're
year
back.
I wasn't at home. I was living with my mum because I was in recovery
Yeah.
from
You
being
had
in
your
the hospital.
operation.
Yeah. I couldn't walk, so I couldn't decorate. And this year we've now got 5 cats and a dog. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do it. And then I was like, I can't not
You
decorate.
have to.
So I've bought the saddest little Christmas tree.
Oh, Tegan.
It's like maybe 2-3 feet at the most, and it's wall mounted. It's like,
Wall mounted.
yeah, it's tiny. You attach it to your wall, and it's just there.
That is sad.
It
Mine's
looks
3 feet
really
because I don't
sad.
have any room for much bigger.
It's really sad, but I'm still gonna decorate it. I'm gonna put it up. We've got fairy lights around the skirting board around the ceiling anyway, so
We've got a lot of tinsel if you want tinsel.
I might have to hold you to that.
Yeah, we've got baubles as well.
I feel like we've got some. I feel like I've got baubles, because everyone gifted us baubles for Christmas than the first year that we was in the house, so we've got some of them. Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas.
Christmas.
And I've got my boys at the top of my tree. Matt got
Oh,
me little like felt guinea pigs.
oh, that is so sweet.
Christmas decorations as an early Christmas present.
Oh,
Looking like Spud and Dusty. And so I've got a star and an angel.
that is so cute.
Dusty's just looking at me like I've killed him. For the people that don't know my guinea pigs, Spud loves attention, and Dusty is constantly looking at you like Jasper from Twilight.
Yeah, that is
He's
true.
looking at me like that right now.
There's no thoughts behind that silly little head of his.
Just screaming internally.
Yeah, he's seen some stuff.
What were you in a past life? Oh, he's doing a yawn.
Oh,
He's doing a big yawn. He's a sleepy boy. What's Spud doing? Oh, Spud's asleep.
of course.
They'll be
Watching.
screaming at me in a minute because it's late to feeding them. Yeah. So are we going to wrap up this Christmas show? Actually, before we do, we have merch if you want people, like,
Yes.
presents. You know,
Shameless plug.
we have merch. Please buy it because, like, the podcast needs money.
Yes, please. Please.
It all goes back into the podcast.
Our recording software is no longer free.
Yeah.
So
I need to afford my license for Adobe and Epidemic Sounds.
yeah.
So, like,
When I'm not gonna lie, this is how my veterinary brain works. When you said Adobe, I was like, "You getting a Doberman?" And I didn't know. That's my favourite dog. And then I realised you said Adobe is in the software.
I wish I want a dog so much.
Oh no, I'm trying to convince myself not to get another dog.
Get another dog.
I think I want one because Susie, when we're on walks, this is not a podcast conversation, but here we are. When she's on walks, she doesn't focus. I've tried everything: treats, toys, clicker training, nothing. But she's good. She does listen when she's at home. But when she's on walks, there's just no focus from her at all, unless she's with another dog.
All right.
She cannot be left. She can't go off lead by herself. But if she's with another dog, she listens. So much focus from her. She looks at you. She listens, and you're like, girl, what is this? So anyway, I want a Pomeranian.
That is something I never thought I'd hear you say.
I know, but I know they're a bit of a guilty pleasure. I mean, not like the tiny ones, like the proper standard poms
Yeah.
that are sort of between a Pomeranian and a German Spitz. More like a German Spitz.
I like Spitz breeds.
Because poms aren't meant to be as small as they are.
No.
Maddie, she her nana used to breed poms, but they were proper poms. And
Good.
I'm like, girl, can you have a litter?
Oh. Oh.
I don't know. Maybe when we move into a new house, we will.
You moving?
Maybe in a few years.
Fair.
'Cause
We need to have an actual house before we get a dog.
Well, we've paid off the interest on his mortgage already.
Oh, fair.
So we've not got much. Well, we have got much left on it. It's a good few grand, but the house is worth more than the mortgage is.
Oh, right.
So we're like, we'll leave it a few years, get a bit of profit, get a bigger house, sorted.
Yeah. Fair. And it's already a sizable house, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's mainly the garden bit and the parking situation. I love the house, don't get me wrong.
I want to say you just need a bigger garden if you want more dogs.
Yeah. Anyway, Christmas.
I just want a little buddy, you know. I've got my boys, and my boys I wouldn't change for the world. But
it's different when you've got a dog, though, isn't it? I mean,
I can't take my guinea pigs for a walk.
Exactly. We weren't bothered about getting a dog, and then obviously we took Dave on. And he was a little guy. I mean, Harry explained it really well. He didn't feel like our dog. It felt like a little old man that just lived with us. He were a good guy. Like, we couldn't do much with him. We couldn't walk him far. We couldn't, it was just a cuddly guy. He just liked being asleep.
Yeah.
Bless him.
He was an old man.
Yeah. And then obviously after we sadly put him to sleep, we were like, don't think we'll get another one. And then I was like, I want a new dog so I can cure my mental illness, and now she causes most of it. She's a good dog. She is a good dog. She's just bouncy. She's just a baby.
Puppy.
Yeah.
She's just a puppy. That's her crime.
Yeah, she's a criminal. But she's a cute one, so she's fine.
Matt were talking about her the other day. They were like a dog that didn't want someone until they had a treat, and they were like, "Oh, it's like Susie with you," and I'm like, "Who's Susie? Who have you had round? Who's Susie?" And you were like, "Tian's dog," and I'm like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
Susie."
Oh yeah. She's a menace, but she's cute.
She is cute. You need to walk her with Mabel.
Yes. Yeah,
a grumpy old lady. She's all right, as long as they're not in her face.
Yeah, Susie's the same. I took her on a walk with Dexter, and she was fine because Dexter weren't like all up in a grill.
Yeah.
They're very similar. He completely ignored her, and she was like, "I acknowledge you here," and that's it.
It's fair though. Dogs are allowed boundaries.
Yeah, she's good.
She's lovely. So's our Mabel.
Yeah, I love Mabel.
Very clever girl.
Yes.
Anyway, we have got like 22. I'm bad at maths. 28 minutes to wrap up this.
Yes, we do.
Podcast.
We need to be very quick. I think I just wanted to say, thank you to you for inviting me and asking me to do this. It's a time of reflection now. It's the last episode of the year. I've had a really fun time. I have a lot of music opinions. Music is something that I've grown up with and will continue to grow with. I very much enjoy music, and having an outlet to speak about what we enjoy and as criticisms and opinions is, I just really enjoy it. I really like it, and I hope other people do too. I don't really care about listener base. I do care about it, but
I'd like to make a career of it, but at the same time, do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it. We've spoke about many things over this year. We've had many laughs,
Yeah.
many cat incidents.
Yeah, we have had a lot of cats
Yeah.
incidents, yeah. And the
But no,
menaces.
I feel good about it. I feel good about wrapping it up this year, and I'm excited for next year. Lots of good gigs planned, lots of fun things happening to talk about.
Which gig do you think was the best this year?
Ooh, now I've got to remember who I saw this year. I've got to go Shikari. I know that. Are they still winning on the band battle?
They're still winning. They are the undefeated champions.
Yeah. Which ties in nicely. I do think they always put on a good show. They've got banging tunes. They are one of my favourite bands, if not the favourite band. They're nice guys. They care about what they do. They enjoy what they do. And they put on a good show, and they're well worth. I mean, we're seeing them next year, and we've paid £30 a ticket.
Yeah.
And they are worth way more than that. I'd pay a lot more than that to go see them. But yeah, Enter Shikari are my winners for this year.
Sick. I'm gonna have to decide now for myself, aren't I?
Yes.
It'd be easy to say McFly. 5 Seconds of Summer had like the show.
Yeah.
I might say Charlotte Sands though.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause she's opened both times we've seen her. She's not in a headline. We're going to the headline show next year. But to be an opener and have the crowd as she does, make it her crowd, is talent. You know, not necessarily this year, but like I have been to see bands where the main act don't have the crowd.
Yeah.
And then she's there at first at an O2, but then at an arena, and the whole arena is in love with her.
Yeah.
Like,
it takes a lot.
Queen. And the weird thing is, if she comes on Spotify, I'm like, nah, not in the mood. But if I see that she's playing something, I'm like shaking violently, like, we have to go.
Oh. But no,
Yeah.
That's good.
If there was a show that you wish you hadn't gone to, what show would it been?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's really difficult for me. I feel like I don't have one because I've been very lucky to enjoy all the shows I've been to this year. I don't think I have one.
Sorry if you can hear my dishwasher finishing.
It's alright. No, I don't think I have one. I've been very lucky this year and very blessed to have enjoyed if not all of the shows that I've been to, like not just gig wise but crowd wise as well. Because I know you probably have many choices to choose from.
I do.
I feel like I know which one you'll go for.
Go on.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh, you know me. You know, I've been rewatching Dan and Phil lately.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of Dan and Phil. And I'm like, damn, they really have shaped us.
Yes.
And I say that 'cause in their new, like, Dan and Phil games, when they're, like, playing that dating game, they can absolutely read each other's minds.
Yeah.
Soulmates.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, dear.
I had loads of other questions to ask, and all week I've been going, Vicky, write them down. And then last night I was like, oh God, it's tomorrow. I've not written them down.
It'll come to you just as we've finished.
Oh, all the time. Like last month, there were things about Five Sausage shows that I was like, Oh
Oh,
God,
I
I
didn't mention
mentioned
that.
that. Like the fact that they give visuals as well as talking between songs and that, like it really is a show to watch. Oh, I'm sure there's something else about McFly I needed to say. God knows. I'll just make it up in the Instagram post like I did with the 5 sauce.
Yeah.
Anything I miss out, I'm like, oh yes, this happened as well. Blah 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 blah. Send.
Yes.
Yeah. I did have the idea to do it like a little awards show.
Uh,
I was gonna be like, oh yes, Tegan, you're in a sparkly dress right now, aren't you?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I am in a sparkly suit.
Yes.
You like my little dicky bow?
It's very quaint.
Thank you, thank you. So is yours. It was a choice to go with a dicky bow and not a choker.
Yes.
Aye. So that being said, I've kind of remembered what I was gonna go for.
Okay.
Um, so we'll do some awards, and I'll let you choose them all
Ooh, okay.
because I know you like making decisions.
As a Libra, I absolutely do not, but let's go.
As a, I can't remember what I am. I know I'm Virgo. I was gonna go like, as a Leo rising or whatever. No, I'm not Leo rising. Am I Leo rising? No, I'm Scorpio rising. Leo Venus. Jesus, it's sad that I know that. What was I saying?
Awards.
Awards show, right.
Do-do-do-do.
First of all, who's the artist of the month?
We'll go Louis.
Louis.
Yes.
And who would win in a fight? Louis or into Shikari? Bear in mind, Louis's been in fights.
Louis from Donny.
He is. I think he can take him.
I think he could. I'm not sure if he'd win, but I feel like he'd give it a good go.
Nah, I think he could take him.
1 versus 5.
Yeah. I thought there were 4 in into
There is
Shikari.
4. one versus 4. I was gonna say 4, but then I was like, I'll say 5 just in case I forgot about a member and I've left them out. 1 versus 4. You know what? He's a Donny lad. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
He's finally knocked them off.
Well, we'll see what the Twitter
poll
and
is.
Instagram
Let's see
say.
what the poll is.
Yeah. Who is the artist of the year?
Ooh, I feel like this has got to be a joint decision though.
Oh, I know you're not chickening out.
It's got to be between McFly and Enter and Shikari. Because I feel like we've mentioned them both a lot. And we've both seen
Should,
them a lot this year.
should we put a poll to it then?
I think we should.
We'll put a poll to it.
Yeah.
Who is the opener of the year?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Got to be our Charlotte.
Has to be. And you have to get tickets.
I know. I do.
Matt was so annoyed because he got the tickets and then the day after they were on sale. And I got confused. I was like, babe, you've already got them. You know they're on sale. And he's like, no, they're on sale. Oh, what other things did I have? I'll ask Cathy who the interview of the year goes to for her show.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what else is there? I don't know. What venue did you enjoy the most?
Probably the Ritz in Manny.
Oh, I might be going there the day this goes live.
Yeah, I've never been to it before. It's very ballroomy. I like the wooden floors. There's 2 bars. It's not a big venue, don't get me wrong. But
when I did the... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, just the way it's set out similarly to O2 in Chef.
All right.
The one where we went to see Lovejoy and Kerrang Tour.
Yeah.
Similar that it's got your floor area, the 2
Yeah.
bars, and then you've got like standing, what are they called? The stalls at the top.
Balcony.
Yes, the balcony. It's very accessible. There was seats at the
Yeah.
side. I just really liked it. It was really, really nice.
Yeah, when I did the interviews and the feature on accessible access, not excess, accessible venues in the UK, both the interviewees were like, "That's a really accessible one,"
Mm.
and I said accessible again. I just can't talk.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is apparently really, really accessible. Is the Ritz?
Yeah.
But then someone obviously replied to that saying, "No, I don't think it is," because that put me in a really awkward position, because it was like, well, I can't say that you've not had your experience, but I can't say that the people I've interviewed haven't had their experience either. Like, what
Yeah.
am I supposed to say to that?
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. That's all I could say. This podcast is going to ruin my chance of having a proper journalism career. I'm too open about being a grumpy, not nice person. Trying not to swear. um, I don't know. Do you have any questions? Any possible awards?
I don't think so. I think
No.
the main ones.
I should have written them down. I should have, as soon as I thought, write them down. I should have written them down.
Yeah.
Don't be like me, kids.
Write your thoughts down.
Yeah. I just, in any way, don't be like me. I should be a role model of how not to live. I'm just stalling now because I don't want 2 months off.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Without this podcast, I'll just cease to exist.
I think it'll go quick. It'll go quicker than we think. And it'll get to time to record and we'll both be like, oh no, we've got 2 days to do it.
Because we've not been like that all this year.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't last month or the month before. I'd be like, oh god, there is no more September.
Yeah.
Honourable shout outs for Gig of the Year.
Ooh.
Seeing Queen and Delilah, definitely.
Yes, that was a good one.
Obviously, I've said McFly 5 Sauce. Louis. Maybe we're just biased.
Yeah, Theory
of a Dead Man. Yeah, he's a good one. Aye.
Yeah.
What shows have you got next year?
So hopefully download. Rammstein, Bring the Horizon / Bad Omens, Pierce the Veil, Shikari. So for the minute, if there's probably going to be more.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're pretty booked up. Very excited.
Next year, I've got. Sorry,
I was going to say I do have one in December, and that is Till, the singer from Rammstein, his solo stuff. So I'll try and write down what I thought so I can remember. Or I could do an Instagram review of it and talk about it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah. I'm going to do bits and bobs online.
Yeah.
Keep the podcast alive for a couple months.
Yeah.
I've got McFly, Two Niles, and Charlotte Sands. I want to try and get to James Marriott, which at the minute is sold out, but I'm going to try and get there with press.
Yeah.
I want to try and get to Enter Shikari. I've put myself down for press for that.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of press stuff. I feel like FEK might tour next year.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Same.
Woo!
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've not
kids.
got a lot of time left, so I think we best call it.
Yes.
This will be the longest episode so far.
Yes, it will be.
God.
But yeah, thank you very much, Vicky.
Thank you. Actually, we should plug first.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we're quite new to the radio. Mossley Sounds knows about us. Radiohud, you'll have come into a podcast right at the end. Please check us out on Spotify. You'll even get like the swearing versions, you know, the not censored version. For the sake of keeping my degree, that's a joke. Like, do I need to be careful? Am I gonna get kicked off my course for saying I like to swear? Yeah, so Twitter and Instagram we've got it's just Boop Tunes. We've got as merch. There's a link tree on like in his bios everywhere where you can find everything we have to offer. I'll probably like set up a Facebook at some point, but I don't think anyone uses Facebook anymore.
Nah, it's a dead media.
I'm Vicky_Boop everywhere, but instead of I's, it's X's, so it's like VXCKX_Boop. And you are?
I think everywhere I'm Tegan B, or maybe Bean Tins, depending on what mood.
Yeah, I think you're Bean Tins on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes. And I suppose that's it. Please keep checking us out on Spotify. Go back, listen, everything. Buy us merch if you like what you hear. Don't check out on the first 2 episodes because I have been listening to them, and like I said, we have come quite far.
It gets better, we promise.
It gets so much better. I mean, you said on the second episode, like, sorry, it's a mess, blah, blah, and I was like, well, you know, it's the second episode. We're still learning the craft. You're like,
yeah.
Season 2, definitely join in for, you know, next year, because we'll be pros.
Yes.
This will be like the best podcast you will ever listen.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's a big promise. Our old episodes will be playing on the radio between now and then. I think that's all we have to say.
Yes. Thank you for listening.
They're not all going to be 2.5 hours.
No, absolutely not.
Or 3, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tegan.
Yes, thank you, Vicky, for a great year of podcasting.
Thank you. And thank you, Cathy.
Yes, thank you, Cathy. We always forget Cathy because she was gone for so long. We love you, Cathy.
We do love Cathy. She's lovely. And thank you to Kia for creating our first logo.
Yes.
Thank you to Emily for creating our current one that still has Kia's art in.
Yes.
And thank you everyone that's listened and supported. I'm trying not to cry.
Uh-huh.
I don't exist without this podcast. It's my personality now.
Oh, we'll be back soon.
Yeah. I don't want to say it. You say goodbye.
Goodbye. Until next year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.